The single-person outrigger canoe happens to be an easy boat to tip over. The trick is to lean to the left as you get in.
Lean a little left, don't forget all.
It's a big day for both Marilyn and Maggie, as Maggie manages to take her maiden voyage in her new boat without any unexpected dips in the water.
It's 10 years old and I bought it from Victoria so that Marilyn and I can do our OC1 training in our backyard, as it were.
As Maggie dips her paddle into the water, all her reservations of paddling the narrow boat subside. And that's because Maggie and Marilyn are no strangers to paddling.
I was paddling about 6 weeks, and then it was the Nanaimo Dragon Boat Festival, and I did my first race there, and that was it. I was totally hooked.
I was hooked in 1996. I was able to go to the Worlds in Hawaii, so we were lucky enough to compete and to win a gold. I was 40, so 20 years later, 2016, I want to be back on the podium at 60.
That's right. You could say Marilyn and Maggie have some major goals this year. They're both members of the Vancouver Island dragon boating team, the Gorging Dragons, who qualified this year for the Nationals in Australia.
The Gorging Dragons, they have a year-long training program that's written by Tom Arnold, the founder of VI Paddling. And they have, in the summertime, they have 3 dragon boat practices on the water, and then they also go out in small boats. And then, of course, gym work and running and all the extra stuff. So they follow that year-long training program, gearing up for the qualifiers and then, of course, Worlds in March.
Every day there is some component of it, whether it be dry land training or actual paddling in the dragon boat, paddling in an outrigger canoe.
Moving forward into the next 9 months, of course, with the days getting shorter, we train less on the actual dragon boat teams, but that brings us into a whole new phase of strength training and keeping up the cardio, and that puts us into the gym and into a totally different program than actually paddling, although we still will maintain our dragon boat paddling once a week throughout the week.
It's nutrition, it's learning about the mental challenges and how to focus. So it's everything all the time.
But as intense as the training sounds, these two feel lucky to have each other as training partners.
Maggie's been the determining factor to get us into new boats. She's got us into our seniors mid-island masters boat for the seniors races, and we made a discussion and joined each other in a commitment to do the Gorging Dragons. So Maggie has a lot to do with it. She's a good friend.
I think it's really great to have somebody to train with, and you know, you make an appointment to go out, and if it's pouring with rain, you got to keep it because you're letting the other person down. So it's really nice to have Marilyn on the same team.
Rest assured that these two will be ready for the races in Australia come springtime. For Go, on Shaw TV, I'm Jenny Fortin.